What's up, buddy?
Somebody was supposed to bring us your coffee, and I have a little thing, but it'll be here soon. But in the meantime, MagicMind for my caffeine.
You love those things.
Love the stuff.
Is it got mushrooms in it?
It's got matcha.
Lower stress. How's that work for you? Calm energy?
Look at me.
Calm energy?
Look at me. My assistant's late, and look how calm I am. I missed his call. 1 sec.
Fair.
Hey, I missed your call.
Hey, yeah, I tried. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I'm late. The train was. Anyway.
All good. Listen, all good. Just get the
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
the cranberry oatmeal cookie, and what is your thing called again?
Cortado.
A cortado, which I think is something that you could get at Taco Bell.
It's a normal coffee drink.
Okay, a cortado, gordita supreme crunch, and then the oatmeal cranberry, please. You're close?
You got it. I'm very close. Yeah,
All right.
it's already there?
Yeah, we're starting now. All good. Just bring it in.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, bud. What is a cortado?
Cortado?
Cortado.
It's like a coffee. It's an espresso drink. It's got like a little bit of milk in it.
Ooh.
Do you know what milk is? Hey, can I quiz you on MagicMind?
Yeah.
How many magical ingredients are there?
Just one.
You're not even close.
I don't know. How, 53?
12.
Oh, man.
Fuck. You don't know this shit at all.
Oh, I know that.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have cursed right out of the gate.
What'd you say?
Huh?
I haven't had coffee in like a year and a half. And I now sometimes will have a chai latte, and it rips me up. It's so caffeinated. This is perfect for me.
Because you haven't had coffee in a year and a half, that made you forget what a cortado is?
Gulp.
I never had a cortado. Yeah, the only thing I get is I get a bean and red sauce burrito, no cheese. It's the only thing I eat from there.
It's all right. it's all right.
Do you guys know what a cortado is? If you know what a cortado is, say in the comments that you know what a cortado is. And
Cortado. It's 2 shots of espresso, a touch of milk.
Is a cortado
foamed milk?
Is a cortado supreme with 3 shots of espresso? Welcome back to another episode of Take Your Shoes Off.
No shoes off here. That's okay. This is interesting.
You know, you were talking to me about Brent Weinbach.
Yeah.
And his disgust for taking your shoes off at the airport.
Yeah.
Taking your shoes off isn't something you should do everywhere.
You should never do it almost anywhere.
Except for at home.
This is interesting because in New York, I have a no shoes on policy in my place. In LA, I never had that thing.
Is that because you feel like in LA, most people are in their car instead of on the street?
And there's rat piss everywhere here. It's dirty. It's dirty.
Yeah, it's dirty everywhere. Is it not?
I guess it's threshold we're talking about.
You keep your shoes on.
How do you spell cortado? Sorry, go ahead.
Cortado. Really?
Yeah.
Get the right hand, dude.
Oh,
thanks.
Yeah.
And do you really have to do you, when you're thinking right, left, do you...
I knew what my right hand was, but on yours, it was all over the place. It was all over the map, and I didn't really know where it was.
When you look at a picture of somebody and you want to know what's their right or left side, do you have a trick to know if it was mirrored? But sometimes it's a mirror. Do you have a trick to know?
Yeah, I do it, treat it the same way I do when somebody asks me if I read Great Gatsby, is I just say yes, and then I mimic what they say. So I'm like, oh, look at that guy's, you know if that's right or left?
Do you understand the question I'm asking you?
Yeah, and then I pretend to know. I just like get through it.
If I send you a picture and you're alone at home,
yeah,
and on that picture you needed to know, wait, is that his right or left side? Pretending doesn't do anything.
Why would I need to know that?
Maybe I have an earring and you're wondering if I'm gay or not.
Okay. And so then I got to know.
Maybe I have a ring and you're wondering if I'm married or not.
and then I got to know if it's.
Is this ring on my left hand or my right hand?
I thought it was just that finger.
If you use your index finger in your left, it's your wedding band.
And then it's
the right,
gay.
it means you're gay. I'm joking about that part.
Okay.
But people
gay with someone. Can I tell you the funniest thing a gay guy ever told to his boyfriend?
I think I would rather wait until after a word from our sponsors. When you finish this episode, you're going to be like, man, Rick and Ari ate. And if you're interested in eating, I got good news for you because you could get started at factormeals.com/TYSO50 off and use code TYSO50OFF to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code TYSO50 off at factormeals.com/TYSO50 off for 50% off plus free shipping. Man, eating's never been so easy. This episode is sponsored. Oh, wait, am I even in focus? You know what? That last ad was a little out of focus, so let's get you a little in focus with MagicMind. I take MagicMind almost before every podcast. I don't like drinking coffee much anymore because every now and then it makes me a little anxious and it's just not worth it. I absolutely love MagicMind and it's why I keep talking about it. And you can get 50% off now by going to magicmind.com/Rick. That's 50% off at magicmind.com/Rick. Want to see me do stand-up? The Rickies on the Loose Tour is coming back in August. If you want to find out when I'm coming to your city, go to punchup.live/Rick Glassman and sign up for my mailing list. I say this all the time. You don't have to do it, but I will let you know when I'm coming within 50 miles of your city. I would love for you to come see me work my hour, sometimes my 80 minutes, but only on the later shows. You know, that way we're not wasting people's time too much because in the earlier shows, we got to wrap it up a little bit quicker. Anyway, right now we have some dates up there. Grand Rapids, Michigan, Dana Beach, Florida, North Charleston, South Carolina. A lot more are coming. I know I'm going to be in Buffalo, Toronto. Just sign up for my mailing list. I don't spam you, and I want people to know when they could come to a show. It's pretty good, and I'd love for you to see me do my hour. Again, that's punchup.live/Rick Glassman, or click the link in the description. Enjoy the rest of the show. So you were telling us about something
I don't remember what it was. I was so taken by that.
It was such a long time ago with all those ads.
I want to buy that. I personally want to buy that or use that service.
Or sign up for my mailing list at punchup.live/Rick Glassman.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
One of the top 5 mailing lists there are.
So you're going to tell me something about gay stuff and it's probably going to be offensive because of your brand?
My friend had a boyfriend and he said, because he cheated so much. What?
Sorry. Yes, period. He said cranberry, you said.
Yeah, write it down. Yeah.
Go ahead. Something about gay people?
You ever hear the term "the moment's passed"?
Buddy? Yep. And that's fine. And you know what? It might come back.
It might come back.
I am so into not doing something that you wanted to do and you don't want to do it anymore.
It's over. It's over. And it's almost like defiance to society that tells you need to do it. Because they're like, whoa, what? You're like, no, I actually don't want to say. Like, what?
No, tell me.
I decided not to tell you already.
That I don't do that. Come on, unless I really want to know.
Yeah, I try to let them off the hook. I go, actually, you don't want to tell me. I'm going to trust your instinct here. You shouldn't have brought it up. I'm going to do my best to forget it in order to help you.
Okay, what you did there was passing a little bit of judgment that they shouldn't have brought it up.
They shouldn't have.
Should you not have brought up what you were going to say, or just they got interrupted with the cranberry?
Interrupted.
Yeah, you should have brought it up, and you might want. I bet you now you want to say it again.
Do you know the show Pardon the Interruption?
Yes, PTI.
Yeah,
sports.
Do you ever feel like that should have been the name of this podcast if this was predated that one?
That's a little bit more polite to say pardon the interruption. I kind of just do it.
The interruption with Rick Glassman.
You know what's interesting? There are people that are able to interrupt back and fill the space themselves, and then there's some times where I've noticed that I have to give somebody space or they won't show up.
What do you mean won't show up?
There are some people, not for better or worse, some people that will just chill. I'll talk, or whoever they're with will talk the whole time. They might have something to say, but they're not going to be like, wait, let me tell you something. They need there to be that pause. They need to be gifted the opportunity.
Not for better or worse is the same as for better or worse.
No. For better or worse implies there's definitely one of them.
Not for better or worse means
maybe there is, maybe there isn't.
It doesn't. There's no ranking. Fair. I love this shoes on Rick. It's such a different vibe here. No dog, yes shoes.
I wanted to bring the dog.
Oh, you should have. That dog rules.
Dude.
Okay.
I'll do something. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm so lonely right now. I don't want you to do that. In fact, I hate that you're doing that. And I get it, I do that, but you don't do
You
that.
do it. He does it,
You don't
buddy.
do that to my dog.
Oh, I know what you want.
Oh. Bars and tone.
It rules. Soft skin, sweet dick, fucking looks with like love in her eyes, his eyes.
Yeah, that's good merch. Soft skin, sweet dick, love in my eyes. Papa John's. How is there a button open like that, but there's not enough space for a buttonhole?
It's for the hostages, bring them home.
Okay. Sorry, I laughed. It was just really quick.
There's a hole.
Ari,
Yeah.
the first time we podcasted together was after Jew came out, and I just watched Jew literally moments before you got to my place.
Then. That first time.
That first one, yeah. I've said this to you maybe every time we podcasted. I've thought of you different ever since.
Wow.
And I'm not reminded.
Different, yeah.
Yeah, different like I thought of you as not as a bad guy, but as a guy who played a bad guy.
I love playing a bad guy.
Yes.
I love it. I love
You're
it.
really good at being a good guy, though. Not for better or worse. But
JonMichael, you gotta listen. I've built up hold for a second. I built up a reputation. You gotta cover that with something to make me a bad guy. While he's saying that, but go ahead.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was getting at is, and the moment's
I'm
gone.
a good guy, you're saying.
The moment's gone. I
He
had such
said,
a good
"Can you
time
just
with you.
not
I'll
give
take
me
this.
AIDS?"
And he
he goes, "No, I can't promise you that."
Who are you talking about?
My gay friend.
Oh, that was your thing?
Yes.
Go ahead. I missed it.
Oh, come on. He cheated a lot. And he goes, "Can you just not give me AIDS?"
Wait, who cheated? What are you talking? Who are you talking about?
Gay boyfriend.
You had a gay boyfriend?
No.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what you're saying. If you said it at some point, I don't remember.
There was a gay.
Also, like, hurry up.
There was a gay, and he
Not
had a
you,
boyfriend.
like
He
Cookie.
cheated. Yeah, I haven't had my coffee yet.
Okay, is this a joke? It's a joke that you're trying to do in first person. Go ahead.
But I mean, it was said. It's funny. I'm retelling of something funny. That's like a joke.
Did I use first person right just now?
I don't think so.
What's up?
I'm so sorry. What is
Also, dude, like, text me or something. Don't just come
yeah, I
for
was
it.
calling you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the place. Is it on this block?
Yes, I don't remember the name of it. If you walk out, when you go out, when you exit, make a left, go all the way down, and then whatever the street is, it's on the corner.
Yeah, that's 6th.
I'm good for any coffee.
Okay.
Well, I just want that cookie that we had that I had before. The cranberry thing, that's just from that place. It's right next door.
Okay. Okay. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. Isn't it interesting to have, like, there's a bit of a frantic energy with him?
Yeah.
I feel like,
These are small level tasks.
oh,
When they fail at small level tests, it's pretty funny.
I just
We're
more,
like,
I meant like, that seems like somebody who would be my assistant.
yeah. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Frantic. Maybe that's why you're calmer.
That or the MagicMind. Or you think that like he took on, as an empath, he took some away from me?
Yeah. And so you're like, well, I don't be that. So like now I get way calmer.
Maybe.
This is what I do when I have conservative and liberal friends. I get the opposite of either one. They go too far, and I just like go the opposite way. And I'm with
Interesting. Are a lot of your friends good guys?
them. Yeah.
That's probably why you like playing the bad
Bad
guy.
guy.
You
Yes,
you are
Rick.
you are the scales of justice.
I'm like, yeah, but also, yeah, but don't forget.
But if there were people doing that, you'd be like, oh, come on, take it easy, guys.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Interesting. You should start having really bad people on your podcast so we could see how good you are.
That is
But then you'd be platforming bad people.
platforming. You ever see The Platform? The movie The Platform? Okay, so I think it's this, but they had this platformer go down every minute and had a thing of food, just a big thing of food, and everyone would eat all the food. But if they just ate it a little bit, it would be enough for everybody all the way to the bottom. But everyone goes nuts and they piss on it.
I similar to the boyfriend thing. I feel like maybe you're not setting a platform with food on it, and who are they? What is this?
Prisoners, I believe, at some point. It's pretty interesting. It's a foreign film. The Platform. I also might have the name wrong.
Okay.
But there's a platform in it.
What country is it from?
One of those dingling ones.
Dingling ones.
You know,
Does dingling mean Asian or does dingling
Asian.
mean big penis Africa?
Asia. Oh yeah. My dingling. Chuck Berry.
So if this was let's call it a Japanese movie, they would use the
Right.
word
So the platform, the platform is actually a bad thing. So to platform someone there, to put them in the platform thing, they might be dead. They might die there. Only now is platforming suddenly a good thing to people. A bad thing to do to a bad person.
Well, platforming could be a bad thing too. Like if you have somebody on your podcast that is spewing misinformation and hate,
Right.
that would be a bad idea to
but
platform
it
that
helps
person.
them. It helps the platform.
It also helps you come across as a good guy,
Look at me platform this
not because of
this
that.
guy who denies the fucking Turkish invasion of Armenia. Or
Dude,
something like that.
one of my good friends, Sona Movsesian. Do you know Sona?
No.
She's Armenian.
Sounds like it.
She would hate if I had somebody like that on.
It's funny when you talk to one of them because it's like not a Holocaust you and I grew up on.
Right, I didn't know about it until like, I was in my late 20s.
Me too. And then they're like, oh, it like encompasses all our thoughts. And we're like, oh yeah, we don't care. We should have called it a Holocaust. They already had like a top level Holocaust.
Oh, you think the problem was the
Get another
marketing
name.
of it?
Yeah.
What could they have called it? The Turkish invasion? That kind of sounds like a thing that would happen, like a fumble that happened in in like the '87 Super Bowl.
Yeah, right. We'd have to have another. But I mean, Holocaust just means hurricane, right?
In what?
English.
What does platforming mean in Japanese?
Yeah, I don't know.
So this is what I wanted to talk with you about. Also, sorry about the coffee.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll get there. Listen, I wanted you to enjoy your stay in New York, and
Oh, you're giving me another one of these? You've given me one of these before.
we got this for you.
Where did you find that?
Have it. I'm glad to have you have
This
that.
is awesome, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'll pay you back.
Yeah. They didn't have Rick. So I didn't know if I should go Ricky or Richard. And I went Ricky.
This is cool.
To remind you of your time in New York.
Yeah, this is cool. Look where it was made.
China, full circle. Full circle.
You, without the broken English, you gave the inflection of a racist Chinese impression. You went full circle.
Yeah, but without the impression.
Interesting.
Yeah, how did I do that?
Do you think you did that because full circle is like the eyes?
Yeah, because that's the last thing they have is full circle.
What's up, man? Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
Dude, relax.
It's kind of crazy out there, but I have to talk to you about flight options because Newark. You know what's going on in Newark? There's mass walkouts and everything. There's like.
Oh yeah, there's no one of the
air traffic
towers.
control. Yeah, people. There's like. So I'm gonna have options for you to talk about.
Why don't you tell me about them now? You think this is a good time?
If you're not married to, I think you should really reconsider flying United, and I should because did you see?
Yeah, it's just Newark. LGA and JFK is fine.
No, there are like mass walkouts happening with United, and like they're losing communication with air traffic control. So they're telling pilots it's not safe to fly into Newark right now. Yeah, so I'm gonna have more options for you, probably out of JFK. I really don't recommend. I really don't recommend flying out of Newark. It's gonna be crazy. Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, dude.
Text me if you want anything else. I'm just saying.
I'll take a regular, nah, forget it, actually.
What do you
That's
want?
a bad idea. I was like an Americano to top, like a sort of a warmer one.
Well, there's a Dunkin' around the corner if you want me to.
He loves Dunkin' Donuts. His name
Really?
is Dunkin'. Here,
I just like the coffee.
Let me ask you a
from
question.
me, Ari. Ari,
what
this is Dunkin'.
predated what? Hey, how are you? What predated what? What, do you into Dunkin' Donuts first and then got the name? Or did
I
you,
named it as baby, so
and then got
Wait, did
and
you
then got
ask if
into
he was named
Donuts?
Dunkin' first?
Yeah.
it's just my name. Yeah, it is. It's not like a.
Because I thought maybe, because if you love Dunkin' Donuts enough, then this becomes your thing.
I
And
just
then
like
you
the
go,
coffee. It's not like my favorite thing in the world or something. It's just, I just get coffee from there. It's not like my thing. But anyway, text me if you need anything else, and I'll just leaving, right?
Yep. Also, there's something about his energy that makes me laugh.
It's kind of, it's nuts to go over flights right now. Like he is, right? It's a talking
Do you want
point,
some of this? It's so good.
but he's not giving it. What day is today?
It's not Lent.
Will you eat off someone's hand?
Depends on the hand.
Not my hand.
Also, let's try not to chew into the microphone.
I love it.
And we're just going to mute that microphone now so we just won't hear you.
Did you put a roaring sound in there? JonMichael. Roaring sound, please.
Isn't this good?
It's so good.
Shout out to
Cranberries.
Culture Cookies.
Who started cranberries? They don't seem like a berry at all.
What?
They're sour unless they're in stuff like cookie. It's a weird one. No one thinks about cranberries.
I think about them a lot.
Dried cranberries in trail mix. They don't really do dried blueberries or strawberries in trail mix. Cranberries. Always
Strawberries, when they're dry, they're dehydrated. They're not moist. A raisin and a cranberry still has moisture. I think more than a cranberry is a beet, because a beet, without being properly cooked, is
It's
nothing.
a radish. Wait. Is it?
No.
So, what were we talking about?
Talking about your gay friend.
No, that's way done.
Sorry.
JFK and whatever.
They don't have any coffee out there since.
Oh, come on. Dude. Come on. Oh, my God. Come on.
Was that the coffee or the water?
It's just water. I'm so sorry.
Come on.
We were just talking about how
What?
frantic you are.
Joe, stop for a minute.
No, just give me a fucking towel or something.
Let me I mean, let's. Also, I think is this from us?
No, is it?
Is that from us?
Oh, it is. Actually, it is. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It'll be the third time I've seen it this week. So I have no. I have the spray. Is what I'm saying.
Great. If it doesn't work, you'll expense me. I'm so sorry.
No, that should come out. Do you have shout?
Yeah, I have some. Yeah.
That should come out. That should come out.
No, it'll come out. No problem.
That'll come out. I'm so sorry, man.
Dude. Just relax.
I know. No, it's one of those days.
Is this also you guys right here?
That came from. Yes, that's what we're
God's
talking about.
sakes.
That's what we're gonna have to get out.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry, Mike.
But I mean, sorry. Just watch the carpet, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you got some.
Do you want to sit? Maybe sit
Should
there.
I put my jacket there? Or-
No, it's fine.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, dude.
It's all right. What are you going to do?
Dude.
My hand frame.
Reposition you.
Do you wait? Hey, let me have some more of those towels. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, it's all rainy out too. It's never gonna fucking dry. I mean, this is definitely gonna soak right in. Yep.
Hey, so we have this. I mean, we don't have to do this now, but Mike has this stuff that way. That's good. Yeah. I don't know if you. Okay. Well, don't.
Dude, can we not do this now?
Don't rest your arm on that or anything, because it might be,
Poisonous?
abrasive. Well, it might not be good for your skin. Hang on, there's something I can get down. Don't rest your arm there, though. Why don't you put paper towel, drape paper towel over that?
There. It's okay, buddy.
Some right here too. Ari, you want me to get you another cortado? I'm happy to.
Yeah, that'd be great. But yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, buddy. Don't worry about it. You're right.
Rick, you don't have to pay me for that. I feel really silly. Obviously.
Let me frame you up and sit in the other place.
All right. All right. No, it's good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's good.
Is that cup empty?
Which one?
Your cortado thing that...
You think I sprayed too much stuff around this?
Don't eat that. Don't eat that.
Don't eat that.
But the cranberry's still right there.
Where are you? Are you a little that way now?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you look good here.
Okay. I mean, whatever. I'm sorry. You know how we were
this would not have happened if I took my shoes off.
You know how we were talking about how like we were talking about something and like the moment's passed and you don't want to talk about it
You
anymore?
remember what we were talking about?
Sorry. I'm gonna let you guys.
Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. Oh, okay. This will dry.
At least it was just water.
At least it was just water.
You know what?
I'm
That's
actually
a-
fine with that coffee.
That's a good
though.
perspective.
Yeah.
At least it's just water.
Yeah. That's a t-shirt too.
What was the other one? Something about soft stomach.
Soft
Soft-
skin, sweet dick,
Soft stomach,
soft skin, soft fur.
Papa John's.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, your staff. Could you move away from the camera a little bit? Also, actually, you know what? I feel like I want it tighter.
You're gonna reframe yourself. It's crazy.
Does that look right?
Yeah.
Which right?
Am I a little left of center?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would say that normally.
What if I
Right.
sit like this?
Now you're out.
I'm out?
Yeah.
Would you mind bringing it up a little? Here, I'll hold that.
I can do it. Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. Is this okay?
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's locked, right? I'll leave
Yeah,
it.
also.
Just up a little bit. Thanks.
There. Okay.
Small hot coffee.
With milk. Yeah. Okay. See you later.
All right. You were telling me something about the flights, by the way?
No. It's fine. It's fine.
Dude, we had
Actually, yeah.
we had Paul Rudd on.
Yeah.
We had and he helped me schedule it, which was awesome. He got in touch with the publicist and blah 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 blah. And long story short, things got changed and he changed it in my calendar.
Yeah.
But I didn't check. He didn't text me or anything.
So you just had in your head.
So I got here late and missed it. And he was here. Paul was here for like 10 minutes.
Dude, I remember being that age and just everything is too much. Everything is a fucking, I don't know how to do any of this. I just remember it. It's like they're just children.
I'm just kind of in a, like, whatever. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, yeah, not ideal.
There-
Wait, so what? So you missed the Paul Rudd
he
one?
was promoting a friendship movie with Tim Robinson. And
So now they're not friends anymore?
no, the movie is called Friendship.
But was that affected at all by the scheduling snafu?
Was what effect? I know you're making a joke. I just don't know what joke you're making.
You didn't.
Also,
something
bring this
happened-
closer to you. I feel like
Well, I'm not in an ideal situation.
you didn't do anything. You didn't move it.
Sandbag.
Yeah.
Right. That's a union job generally. Move a sandbag. You ever go to?
I can't believe he just fucking spilt water on you like that, dude.
I was just like, just bring me the cortado. What is all this? Just bring me the cortado. That's all I wanted was a fucking coffee. If they just said like it's gonna be a while, I'd be like, no, that's okay. I'll just get it myself.
Yeah, or just there's like an espresso machine or something here. Do you want that? Do you want more?
Yeah, that's all.
Do you want that?
Yeah. No. I'll. I will do-
It's fine.
So wait, what happened? So you missed the Paul Rudd interview?
Yes. And I don't know if we'll be able to do it again because he was only doing this.
He's
to promote
not
the
friends
movie.
anymore with the guy. He was supposed to promote this friendship. Now the friendship is hurt because of this lack of scheduling.
Yeah, I mean,
What happened to the?
I mean, I don't know how long we've been doing this, but I don't think we've started yet.
Oh my God. Get that ringtone? You like that one?
I do. Hey, dude.
Hey.
Could you actually bring in one of those espressos and without spilling it?
Espresso.
Nespresso.
Yes.
No,
The
espresso,
thing
whatever the
outside,
machine is.
Whatever the thing, if it's an outside thing.
Thank you.
Outside. Huh?
No, I mean in the lobby.
There's a machine. There's this machine in the lobby. Will you have somebody make a coffee?
You got it. Yeah.
All right, thanks. It's kind of putting me in a silly mood.
It is.
I'm also annoyed.
I mean, if it wasn't water, it'd be a problem.
The way.
Also, if it's any other guest, Paul Rudd is a fucking cunt, and he would have fucking lit you up for that.
I hear such nice things about him.
I've only heard negative things about him.
It's you doing that bad guy thing again.
Yeah, it is. Would you prefer Ricky or Richard? But there was no Rick. Like, what's a better thing? I was like torn. I say Ricky because it's Rick, and it'd be like a nickname.
What's up? What happened?
This is really hot.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. Thanks, buddy.
And hey, real quick, can I get some water? Thank you. Let me put a lid on it. No.
Yeah. I mean, until we know we have a good handoff.
Do you ever tell somebody to put a lid on it when you're telling them to be quiet?
How about shut your pie hole or word hole? It's rude.
Yeah, put a lid on it is easier.
Put a lid on it.
My grandpa used to say, "Lock up, Gloria."
How's mine?
Okay.
It's funny. What does he want to do?
He wants to be a producer.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Getting water is one of the chief responsibilities of producing.
All right.
Your wife Gloria says what?
That's like a guy who's.
I do want to know what it's like to have dry mouth in this. I too have been thirsty before.
Gloria?
Yeah.
From White Man Can't Jump?
Yeah. Favorite movie for 5 years.
My grandpa would say, "Lock up, Gloria."
Lock up.
Yeah, like to be quiet.
Lock up.
What are you doing? What are you playing
I
chess?
don't know, buddy. I'm out of my realm. This isn't my strong point.
What I was going to say is your response to getting the water spilt on you
Yeah.
is patient and nice, and that's like if you were, upset, especially if I didn't really know you.
Yeah. What percentage of people, ones that you've had on the podcast that you barely know? At Westfield Shopping Center? Damn. Oh, the carpets.
Carpet, hardwood, rugs. This episode is sponsored by Factor Meals. I like Factor Meals. In fact, I turned my mom onto Factor Meals. She gets them all the time now. I think she does like 4 meals a week. With 45 weekly meal options, you could pick gourmet meals that fit your goals, choose from Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. Factor Meals arrives fresh and ready to eat. Well, what kind of meals do they have, Rick? They have satisfying breakfasts, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. Get started at factormeals.com/TYSO50off and use code TYSO50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. They're literally paying you to eat their delicious, nutritious food. That's code TYSO50off at factormeals.com/TYSO50off for 50% off plus free shipping. And if you don't love it, don't keep trying it. You are getting a hell of a deal. 50% off and free shipping. Plus, you know what? I'll be honest with you. It kind of helps the podcast out. So if you're interested, give it a go. The food is fantastic. I'm a consumer. This episode is sponsored by MagicMind. If you're wondering why I have such a cool, calm demeanor during this episode, I do think in big part it's because of MagicMind. I take MagicMind in the mornings when I want to wake up a little bit. I take MagicMinds in the early afternoon when I want to wake up a little bit, or I'm just like, you know what? I kind of just want to feel a little good. It puts me in a better mood. I also take it before I go and do my physical therapy or work out. It gives me a little extra boost. I know what you're thinking, Rick, are you just selling this stuff because they're paying you boatloads of cash? I'll be honest, they're paying me, but it's at a bit of a discounted rate, and I'm into it. And here's why I'm into it. Because I love this stuff, and they send me a whole bunch of MagicMind. I drink it all the time. Sometimes I'm out, I don't have it with me. I'll stop into a grocery store, I'll buy a MagicMind, I'll chug it, and I'll think to myself, oh yeah. Anyway, ready to experience the magic? Go to magicmind.com/Rick to get 50% off. That's 50% off your order at magicmind.com/Rick. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Are you interested in going to therapy but don't know where to begin? Here's why BetterHelp is a good option, because it helps match you with a clinical licensed therapist. And if you don't like this therapist, you could change whenever you want at no cost to you. It's all done from home or wherever you are, mobile, computer, etc. You don't have to go into somebody's office. I'm a therapy guy, so it's easy for me to talk about how much I like therapy. I talk about it in so many of my podcasts. If you're somebody that's not sure about it, I would challenge you to at least question, why is it that you feel so adverse to going to therapy? Is it that, well, it can't benefit me? Or is it that you feel some type of a shame? If it's the latter, well, there's the reason you should go to begin with. Why are you putting all this shame on you for reasons that don't really need to be? And if it's because you don't think you need to, well, then don't. I do believe that everybody could benefit from going to therapy. We're all better with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/TYSO to get 10% off your first month. That's BETTERHELP.com/TYSO for 10% off your first month. And luxury vinyl.
Would turn the whole interview after that, or it might leave.
I can't imagine anybody would. I think because they also know they're on camera.
Right.
I think they would want to represent themselves as being cool.
But do you think they'd be like, oh, no, it's no big deal? I was like, actually, I kind of got to go.
The only time I could think of that, and actually something kind of happened, was I had Kristen Bell on.
Kristen?
Kristen.
I know that one.
And this was during
Heroes.
COVID. Yes. This was during COVID when I had people out on my balcony.
COVID from China. Kristen from Heroes. COVID from China.
Is Kristen in Heroes?
Was she not?
Veronica Mars?
I think she might have been in Heroes, but I
Isn't
don't know.
Heroes Hayden Pennant the girl from Remember the
Yeah,
Titans?
but there's more than just one.
Highlander.
Yeah.
May I?
Yeah.
So this was when people I had on my balcony, and I ordered Postmates, and I was playing the piano, and she was singing, and I didn't hear them knocking on the door.
Yeah.
And the Postmates driver climbed up. There's a balcony. There's
What?
there was a ladder that people were working
your
on.
place?
At my place, climbed up the balcony. This is during COVID. Had a mask on, but like scared us, more so her because she's outside, and with the Postmates, and she just left.
Do you want to build a snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman. Okay, bye.
That was good.
Oh my god! That scared the
What? Who is it?
Wait, whoa, hold on. Why are you coming up through the...
I tried for door. You don't not answer.
Do you think they're all afraid of it being like an Eric Andre situation?
Who's it? They. What do you mean?
All the actors who are now going, oh, what are podcasts? I'm starting to, I should do that.
Oh, I think
Are
it
they
was, I think it
all
was a
afraid of,
COVID.
like-
I think it was a COVID social distancing thing, and also here's some
someone's
weirdo
breaking in.
It was breaking in. I had on my Ring camera. I had
This isn't like the Tonight Show where it's pretty safe.
Correct.
It's like I had some guy's place. My shoes aren't even on. I'm not in a position to run.
shoes were on there on the balcony.
Her shoes were on.
So when I had people come in my place, take off their shoes, go to the balcony, put their shoes on,
To go out to.
I'd be on the balcony, and they would sit on the balcony.
Oh, you did an outside one.
For a year and a half during COVID, I had people on the balcony, and my windows were closed.
Right.
Yeah, Sheila, and I had my Ring camera. You see him coming, trying to get in, walking, crossing by, and there's a ladder there, and he takes the ladder and he sets it up. It's fucking wild. And
I mean, how do you know that's your apartment?
because I put the apartment number on it.
But you don't know what the balcony's attached to. That could be another apartment.
It's that one. It's the one next to the door.
Oh yeah, I guess it's right above.
And
Still,
she
you know,
left,
it's-
and I ended up doing an interview with the Postmates driver. That was an episode. Most of it was with the Postmates driver. It ended up being one of my favorite episodes.
Did you call it Ring the Bell?
Did I call it Ring the Bell?
Because he rang the bell, no one answered. Kirsten Bell. There's something there. Listen, there's something
Kristen
there.
Bell, Ring the Bell, Doorbell. Yeah, that's great. I mean, that was episode 100,
Can you?
so it was a while ago.
Just throwing this out there. Go back
Rename
and
it?
edit the podcast to rename it, just for like a week.
You mean the title?
title?
I could.
Even an addendum to the title would be cool, and it'd be an Easter egg. Hey guys, leave in the comments if you went and checked out that Easter egg in the other episode.
How would it be an Easter egg? It would just be the title.
Yeah, but you'd have to know to go back to episode 100. That's fucking years ago.
But that's not seeing the Easter egg in the thing. It's just finding the episode.
It's an Easter egg.
Okay.
Yeah, you find the episode, see that it's been renamed.
What's the Jewish version of an Easter egg? A red herring? a white fish.
White herring. Yeah. Yeah, herring in some way.
Dude, isn't it fun?
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm going out to see a show tonight.
What are you seeing?
Valerie June.
Valerie June.
I mean, it's to the underwear. Fuck. Oh, it's like denim, so it's starting to fucking hole up.
Yeah, take them off. We could blur it. You like to get naked.
This was before. Damn. It's just like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Sorry.
You know,
Just air out a little bit.
you find ways of taking your pants off on multiple podcasts, at least with me. I have to imagine with other people
TYPO.
as well. What's that?
TYPO. Typo.
Take your penis off? Out?
I do that too.
Take your penis out. Is that what the acronym was?
Take your pants off.
Oh. Pants off, penis out. Parole officer. Coincidence? So how's tour?
I'm done touring.
You know, one of my most commented on episodes, I think, was one with you when you thought that one of us thought that nobody knew what emulsify was.
Uh-huh.
You thought nobody knew what it was.
Oh, I've used it so many times since then. Every time I use soap, I'm like, it's emulsifying to like the stuff.
You remember that from our episode?
That's where I learned the
So
word.
many people commented, and the most that people knew that emulsify were people that cook or bake.
Cook, emulsify. Yes.
You know,
Wait, what was I just
hummus
saying?
for horses.
Wait, what were we talking about before, though? There was something that emulsify, that episode. Fuck. I learned the word from that.
Every time you use soap.
Yeah. It's gone. Can I say this real quick?
No. But you could take your time with it.
His coffee's not bad.
So
He did a decent job with the coffee.
that's why we keep him around.
I've never had
Also, by the way, when he brought me this and pretended the confidence to make that joke.
That's also wild. I don't know if that's a generation or just that kid. But like, that's also wild.
I liked it.
I didn't mind it because he also nailed it. He landed the joke. But like, if you don't, like, hey, we're not in the fucking, I would have never made that joke. I wouldn't be confident enough.
He goes, by the way, you don't have to pay me. What? You know, I mean, that's funny.
It is funny. It is funny.
He's not funny though. Like when I talk, like when we're talking,
Yeah.
he's not. I'm not laughing. You know.
He also dropped the fucking scone.
A cookie. I'm not correcting you for any reason other than it's important that people know what it is, not that you messed up. It's a big difference because I'm recommending people try it.
It's not a scone,
No,
but it's shaped all high.
it's just a cookie with a high rise.
Isn't that just a scone?
No, the scone is hard.
Look. Okay. Scroll down. Scroll down. Yeah, it is. It is different. I'll take it back. You looking it up?
Would you please tell me the difference between a cookie and a scone, but do it in as few words as possible and deliver it in the structure of a joke?
You're AIing everything.
No. I'm messing my dad. Why did the cookie break up with the scone?
That's what he's telling you? That's what it's telling. What?
Because the cookie was sweet and soft, but the scone was dense, dry, and needed jam to feel whole.
Wow.
Dude.
That shows me the difference. That does show me the difference, and it's a joke.
The cookie was sweet and soft, but the scone was dense, dry, and needed jam to feel whole.
A scone is denser and drier,
Yeah.
and you need some.
You're a scone, I'm a cookie.
But in reality,
We're both cookies and
I'm more of a
scones.
Mother Teresa. You're more of a Paul Rudd.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
You got a better chance of getting chorizo on with this guy.
I met that guy once outside the cellar with Sal, and he was just I just met Roger Waters, and he goes, "How was it?" And
From the Doors?
yeah, Pink Floyd.
I'm at by the cellar doors.
Yeah. I love you, buddy. You're a national treasure.
So Sal was with Paul Rudd.
That moment's gone.
Okay.
It's fun to do. I can do this all day now. I
Sometimes-
can do this all day now.
You're saying as a joke, not finish what you were saying?
Yeah, all day long,
That's
no matter
fine.
where I go.
If you want to do that, that's fine. But also keep in mind the purity of what that actually is.
Yeah.
And not saying a thing could get a bad rap if abused.
If it be, yeah, and I want to test that line. I want to find the line. I'm going to go to a restaurant tonight. I'm going to go, hey, I'm ready to order. They go, do you want to hear the specials? I'm like, okay. and then they go, "What'd you want?" I'm like, "The moment's gone. Could work there."
It works better if you're the server. And you say you want to hear the specials, and then somebody goes, "Yeah, sure," and they go, "I don't want
Moment's
to."
gone. It would work better. Also, if you're not there, the joke won't make any sense to anyone.
Do you ever joke in life for the person that might be seeing it? What I mean by that is,
In your head, imagine somebody saying it like you're in a movie.
yes,
Yeah.
all the time.
It's funny to know the scene is funny.
And sometimes somebody's gonna see it. I'm not doing it for them, but I am doing it from their perspective.
Yeah, like you'll be walking alone on the sidewalk and you go, "Ooh, almost got me." And there's nothing there.
Yes.
And then just like, well.
One that I like to do is I like to pretend there's a garbage right there, here. Pretend there's a garbage here. Okay. There's a garbage there, and I would go like this.
We'll do this. We'll take the place of the garbage.
No, I'm not noticing that anybody's noticing me. They might not.
Okay.
I'm trying to throw it in the garbage. You know what? Let's put the garbage there. Right where your hand is. There's the garbage, okay? And I go like this. That's a fun one.
That's a funny. You know, I got one I do with people or without. Every time I pass a piano of any kind in like the lobby of Macy's or anywhere, I just go to it and I play a few notes and I go, I still can't play.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I just move on. I'm like,
I once asked somebody, I had a joint, this is back when I was smoking, and I walked by them and I asked.
Cool Rick. That's
Yes,
more of a Ricky.
yeah.
That's more of a Ricky.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, when I was Cool Rick,
Yeah.
I walked by and I asked if they have a lighter. And he goes, yeah. And he hands me and I go, fuck. And then I keep walking. At the time, I wasn't planning it. At the time, I wanted the lighter. But
Yeah.
then the opportunity for that
the
joke.
joke.
And I don't know how they received it, but it's got to be funny.
Yeah, it's got to be. You're just like, cool, gotcha. Okay, cool. Now I know. It's like that's what you're saying. Like I just wanted to check if you had one. Is the vibe?
No, that was me being upset. I wanted them to not have one, and I was mad that they did. Another one I do. Do I have anything in my teeth?
No.
Oh, fuck, I'll be right back. That one.
That's not bad.
But no, we're getting off track. Those are just little tiny ones.
Yeah.
I'm talking like doing scenes.
Explain. Say one.
I could tell you a time that I remember doing this. The first time I remember consciously doing this, it was at Just for Laughs.
Yeah. It's a bit. I'm sorry.
I understand.
It's a bit.
Do you need more paper towels?
Yeah. No, we still got some left. I owe you for the roll though, but maybe take it out of his salary. Do you take that opportunity and then not pay? If somebody says you don't have to pay me, do you go, no, you're
No, I'll pay him.
Yeah.
It's $100.
Pay me for the day. It's crazy too.
I decided to want, because
Yeah, give me the scene. Yeah,
I don't have an assistant normally.
Yeah.
He reached out to me numerous times. He wants to get into production. He's a fan of the podcast, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, when I'm in New York where he is, I'm like, because it's more like I'm traveling places. I'm like, it would be cool to have somebody to help with stuff. Let me see.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, but like, I don't know what he's doing. Like, I mean, he's getting me a coffee.
But you could have gotten that.
He was helping with scheduling with stuff, but now I feel like not comfortable. I'm not checking everything he's doing.
Dude, I have that too sometimes. And I'm like, hey, this is actually just more work.
Yeah.
I have to look at your options, then go back and look at the other real options.
Yeah.
I got to be interrupted in the middle. The Newark flights
Dude,
aren't ideal.
What's more wild, by the way? When I say what's more wild, not in a vacuum. I'm saying the first thing when he comes in and talking about the flights, or once that guy has been established as something's like he's not being the most professional, then him spilling the water. If he spilled the water first, that would be outrageous. But already knowing he's kind of like a little, what's the word?
Loopy.
Loopy?
Yeah, ditzy.
Because to me, the plane thing to me was for some reason more wild because I've spilt water before.
Right. But also, like, so he's a fan of the podcast.
Yes. Well, he said he was. He knows of the podcast. He reached out if I need help. People reach out to me all the time asking if they could help with stuff.
I'm saying maybe he was not a fan of the podcast. He just thought this might be a job. Because
Correct.
if you've seen the podcast, you don't it just goes through, guest and you.
If he's thinking about that.
Right. They're so dumb at that age. They're just not fully formed yet.
I don't even know how old he is. I thought he was in his 30s. Maybe he's in his 20s.
I assumed young 20s.
Based on the way he looks or based on the way he's behaving?
I guess both.
You can't judge somebody's age on their behavior.
No, true, but Listen, you can't judge a book by its cover, but you can judge it to a degree, just not with 100% certainty.
Yeah, I think you could judge a book by its cover. And by the way, when you look at a book's cover, you're not just looking at the artwork, you're also getting the information of the title.
Which is a big thing to judge it.
That's a big thing. It's a big thing.
A new book in the Watchmen series. Oh.
Yeah. I might not know if it was just some naked strong guy on the moon.
Right.
I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh, so, no, I don't. He reached out, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Not a fan. Who would interrupt?
Anyway, so I was at Just for Laughs, and I was high. And you know what's the hotel that everyone stayed
The
at?
Hyatt.
The Hyatt.
Yeah.
That was fun, wasn't
It
it?
was so fun.
So
Everybody was there. You ever fuck there?
Yes,
it's so
but
hard because you got to go different ways.
But I was in a
because
relationship. I had sex with a girlfriend that came with me there.
Uh-oh.
I've never hooked up with like a fan or something.
Sand to the beach.
You know, when I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
Speaking of Paul Rudd.
Don't bring the sand. It's fine. Go get the sand when you get back home, but don't bring the sand.
I guess.
It's a bunch of comics hanging out.
Yeah, but I live a different lifestyle than you and you're fucking scum.
We're all there having fun talking.
I'm doing bits by myself.
Yeah. We don't need a chick there. Some unrelated chick.
It was a different time. It was a different year.
Yeah.
So, Paul Rudd and I Love You, Man.
Yeah. I love you, man. I love you.
Jason Segel, Paul Rudd, one of my favorite movies.
Really?
Yeah. I was so excited to talk to him about it, by the way. Sincerely.
And you missed the whole fucking thing?
I am such a big fan of Paul Rudd, and I was genuinely like...
All jokes aside, everybody likes Paul Rudd.
Of course.
How do you get... It's like not quite Dolly level, but it's on that direction.
He also doesn't ever play a role that is unlikable either, which I think might have something to do with it.
Even when he played the fucking asshole in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, was that him with the...
He wasn't an asshole.
I haven't wearing a watch. It would be a douchebag kind of guy, but I still liked him because he's so likable.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would think his biggest asshole role would be, more so than Anchorman, would be Wet Hot American Summer.
Yeah.
Do you remember the scene where he has to pick up the silverware off the floor? And it's like...
God.
And he does it for like 30 seconds.
That was so fucking funny.
Swipe to a moment of that. Anyway, he in that movie, he masturbates to a picture of his fiance, and Jason Segel's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's, by the way, it's like a picture of her in her bikini or something.
Like you've seen her naked.
When I'm in a relationship with somebody, I remember then I thought that's like I was more on Jason Segel's side.
Pulled the real assistant there.
Like, yeah, you know, like watch something else.
Yeah, watch something else.
But as I've gotten older and been dating women that I was more attracted to,
yeah,
I will want to watch stuff like
of them
or of us. I actually post a video. Maybe we'll blur some of it.
So like your vacation video, you guys holding hands on the beach. You're like,
no, more
you guys
things that are a little more sexual.
Like, oh, let's look at this the Picasso exhibit.
Yes. I also do that now. When people keep doing stuff, I go, yeah.
So it's interesting because that's an opposite of a yes and in actuality, but you're using yes. But you're really dismissing.
It's not a yes and because it's also it's establishing the character in the relationship further. It's yes and moving it forward. And just means continuing it.
Right. So like we're done with that. Let's move
Doesn't
on.
have to be.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, so long as you take your time.
When earlier, I wanted your honest opinion when we were talking about Wet Hot American Summer.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Moments ago.
I do.
Did you believe I had seen it?
Yes.
Oh, that's acting! That was acting,
That was good.
Rick.
Yeah.
That was acting.
I didn't think you... I was actually surprised that you would have seen it. And then when you said yes, I absolutely believed you. I'm telling you, man, you're good at this. Thank you.
Why?
And by the way, my clothes aren't really wet. I'm like, what? He comes out, he's like, I'm an actor.
I mean, it's like everywhere. I might just go underwear free for the rest of the day.
Somebody asked me what one of my favorite movies was last night, and I
You
said,
lied?
No. I didn't have. I said I can't tell you a favorite movie. I'll list some of them, and What Hot American Summer was one of them. I'm like, but they probably wouldn't have heard of this.
Oh, it's a pretty big one in the alti comedy
Yeah,
world.
she knew it, and now here it is again, and you didn't,
And I
or
didn't.
you do know it, but you never seen it.
Never saw it.
Did you know
Wasn't Jeannie Garofalo in that?
She is.
Okay.
David Wayne, Michael Showalter.
They wrote it.
They wrote it, and David directed it, and Michael was one of the stars in it.
I remember it existing early on in comedy.
One of my favorite movies.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll see it. It was just a bunch of old adults acting like the high schoolers.
So at the time, they were probably in their late 20s acting like camp counselors, so it was a bit older.
Weren't they also
maybe early 30s?
The campers also?
No, they were the counselors.
Oh.
And in the movie, they go, hey, why don't we meet back here in 10 years? And then somebody goes, why don't we meet back here in what I don't remember what it was, but then it goes, no. Like, it's like, why don't we say 9 years? So then people will show up a year, whatever it was. It was just some joke. It was like, how about we say 10 years and we actually make it everyone's beeswax to be here in 10 years? And it was like, yeah, they made this pact. And then 10 years later, they made the show called Wet Hot American Summer 10 years later. And it takes place, the movie takes place at the end of the 1 or 2 month summer camp. 10 years later, it's a show that takes place, I think it's like the first day of that summer camp. So it takes place 2 months earlier, but it's 10 years later, but they all play the same part. So now these guys, it's Paul Rudd, who's in his early 40s.
Getting to summer camp.
As a
Playing
counselor.
the same 1 month younger than he was there.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
But then the campers are still campers' age. It's so good, man. And by that time, it's Amy Poehler, it's Paul Rudd. There's such a big cast.
Yeah.
And they all became stars after that movie came out.
Yeah.
Little insider information. I don't know if this
After it came out.
You don't
they
care
were
about
like
this.
The hyphy kids, though. They were like the in kids.
What do you mean?
They were like the next.
I think it might have been Bradley Cooper's first thing.
Bradley Cooper
Or one of
was in
them.
that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And they were all big stars when they did the show. So when they had to film it, everybody's schedules wasn't aligned. And David Wayne did it where there's like scenes where everybody's in like the cafeteria and there's all these different shots and so many actors were not there on the same days. So they did some green screen, they did some coverage that they showed some, and then had moving shots. So they had one of those machines where the camera could move and it remembers the movement so it could match it, and it crosses by people that are on screen together but they're not there even on the same day.
Wow.
Looks great. David Wayne's the fucking
Here's my
man,
impression
dude.
of Bradley Cooper. See what movie. If you know what movie this is.
Hangover.
It's the one about the guy who comes home from war and he has to move that fake baby's arm.
I don't know the scene you're talking about, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, they just use a fake baby. They
Is
couldn't
it
get a
Sniper
baby
or something?
Something like they couldn't get a baby, so it was just this fake baby, but he had to like keep moving his fake arm.
Is this something you noticed?
Yeah, it was the worst movie. We had a sabotage screening for that movie.
Sabotage screening.
Yeah, it was so bad.
I like that movie.
It was awful.
All right.
All of it's terrible. Let me show you the first scene that took me out of it. He's there. He's like, okay, there's some mom or kid. He's in Fallujah or something, and they shouldn't be there. They tell him stop. He goes, I gotta take that shot. And then his spotter, this is in war. Spotter goes, if you're wrong, they'll fry you for this. And he's like, buddy, how about you get on the fucking binoculars and help me out here? This is so what? He's making calls home in the middle of battles. He's got a fake baby. Anyway, we thought it was so bad that we went to a sabotage screening of it. We told all fans, like, show up 4 p.m. at the ArcLight, like a month in, and let's just heckle the shit out of this movie.
See, this is bad guy Ari.
No, so
Who are you annoying other than the people who are paying to watch the movie?
honestly, a month in, there was 10 regular people and 50 of us. And it just started. Somebody goes, fake baby. And someone's like, oh, shh.
You got 50 people to come and do this?
Yeah.
Dude,
a bunch
if
of
you could
fans,
get 50
Hinchcliffe, Matt Edgar.
Oh, because there was fans too.
Yeah. And we're like, show up at this time. As soon as you see something ridiculous, I'm really holding by my R's here. As soon as you see something ridiculous, lay it out.
What?
Lay it out.
Holding by your R's?
Yeah, I feel like whenever I do an LA person's podcast, I did a Christian podcast and I was like 15 minutes in. I was like, is this a Christian podcast?
What does holding all the R's mean?
I'm using the word ridiculous instead of the words I would use if I was doing a New Yorker's podcast.
Oh, you'd say the N word or the F word? What would you use? You'd say. Yeah, man. What I was trying to say earlier is since we started podcasting together, it really feels like hanging out in a fun way. You don't know how to. You don't know how to.
I feel like you become more of a Richard. Putting this one back, trying to return it.
The last one you gave me, I think, was that size, and it was yellow.
Well then, well played, Ricky.
Do you do this for a lot of people?
No, literally nobody.
Did you remember that you did this for me before? No. Well, then something inspired you. Also,
Something that goes, Rick, back that up. Something would say Ricky would love this.
do people who are listening to audio only know that we're talking about you giving me a license plate with my name on it? Also, for the audio only people, I'd be so confused with what just happened.
Why would you listen to this podcast?
A lot of people do.
That's
Whoa. A lot of people do. And then sometimes people will listen to one and they'll be like, "Oh, this seems like an episode that," because some you want to watch more than others. You get more out of the visual.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, I'm going to go watch this one."
I'll tell you the visual to get here, and this is not me trying to be a dick, but there's a visual. There's a little Easter egg right above Ricky's mustache today. That is.
Oh, the pimple?
Yeah, it's wild. It reminds me of Sarah Jessica Parker and fucking that whole show. There's an episode, season 4, episode 3 of.
Nope. Her mole was removed in episode 4, season 7. So you're wrong.
She's talking about Cindy Crawford because she has to do the runway thing. Margaret chose in it, and she goes,
"Oh, this is where she does she's the run and she falls."
Right, yeah, she falls. But before that, she goes, she's like, "I'm going to be a model now, right? I'm going to be a model. Maybe I'll do that." She doesn't realize she's just like a freak. She goes, "I remember Cindy Crawford had a birthmark here. I mean, whatever it's called, beauty mark here, and then she moved it to here, and I would move mine back and forth, and she's just dancing around this actual fucking mole she's got in her fit."
I'm searching to see if you're right. Of what episode it is.
What are the odds? 0 chance, right?
Season 4, episode 2.
So fucking close,
dude.
I was so fucking close.
Did you think it was around there, or was that just kind of a random
right
pull?
around there?
Wow. Wow. Now I feel like you have seen Wet Hot American Summer.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember in Robin Hood Men in Tights, Richard Lewis, his character, he has a mole, and like in different scenes, the mole just keeps moving, and they don't address it until like the end of the movie.
You ever have someone tell you something and then you think, "Oh, now you're testing me"?
I'm not testing you. You don't remember? That's okay.
I never saw it. No.
You never saw Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Yeah. I don't like tights.
It's not. That's like saying you don't want to watch Rounders because you don't like poker.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I got a better analogy. It's a great analogy. It proves my point.
Yeah.
It's actually a great analogy. I don't like men in tights.
That's like saying you don't like My Cousin Vinny because you don't like lawyer movies.
Disagree. They're not lawyers the whole time. It's not all about law the whole time. There's other shit going on in there.
What were we just talking about?
They're wearing tights the entire show.
No, there's a lot going on.
Are there ever not men in tights?
Yeah, the tights are just the merry men. Not everybody's wearing tights.
Oh, so there's scenes where there's no men in tights?
Yeah.
We'll give it a chance then.
Wet Hot American Summer, Robin Hood Men in Tights.
When's the last time you lied about having seen something or read something?
I don't know if I've ever done that.
You just tell them the truth.
Yeah. Somebody says, "Have you read?" Before they even finish, I say, "No, I've never finished a book except for a couple of Goosebumps."
Nice. That's a good conversation starter. You got any ready?
Nope. Sometimes if it's someplace that like if I'm checking into a hotel, or anywhere I have to show my ID, I have a silly ID picture. And it lets me like kind of break the ice to try to get an upgrade or get out of a ticket or something.
When I have parties in my apartment, I stick up conversation starters all over the wall, and I say,
"Tell me a few.
In case of politics, go to one of these."
Because you don't want people talking politics.
No. So I'm like, go to any of these. Here's one: cats or dogs. That's an easy one. What is the only 2 consecutive months besides
February, March?
No.
Yeah.
it's not. I'm not done with the question. You can't stop the question and say I was right.
So that's a Family Feud.
But also, you answered what were the only 2 consecutive months, and that's not.
Go ahead.
What are the only 2 consecutive
Oh,
months?
I know the answer.
Okay.
It's not August, September. Hold on. January is 31. February is 28 to 29. March is 30. April is 31. May is 30. May and June.
May's 31.
Then June is 30. July is 31. July, August.
You should let me finish the question.
Okay.
What are the only 2 consecutive months besides July and August that have 31 days each?
Those are the only 2. November is 30. October is 31. August is the only one I don't know. So that's why I'm saying it's got to be July, August.
Besides that.
That'll say it again?
See what's happening here? We forgot even who the president of Cambodia is right now.
I
We've moved
actually
on.
don't know. I don't know who the president of Cambodia is.
Yeah, we've moved on.
Will you please tell me who the president of Cambodia is, but do so in the structure of a joke with some type of rhyming?
I hope they talk about Pol Pot.
Who's the president of Cambodia? Medusa, you say? Nah, she turned the whole cabinet to stone on day 1 of her stay. It's not snakes and stairs, it's Hun Manet in the chair, running the show with less hiss, more flair.
I mean, that's a whole poem. Is that what you asked for?
Are you able to find the transcript to Ari Shaffir's special, quote, Jew, end quote? And if so, actually, let me know that first. Do you ever type and or something, and instead of deleting stuff, you continue it? It's kind of like when you go the wrong way, instead of making a U-turn, you make 3. Okay, great. Yes, a transcript for Ari Shaffir's comedy special Jew is available online. You can read the full transcript. Great.
Wow.
Will you please use this transcript and in 200 words or less, comma, tell me what you think that person who is speaking feels about using the R word in New York versus Los Angeles.
You're really taking to this internet.
Man, it's like like some people give Harry Mack a word, not me.
Bro,
I give him more.
So funny. Watching him go, give me a suggestion, and you're like, you're asking the right guy, but the wrong guy.
Are you talking about the Guggenheim one?
Yeah, it was like
how fucking impressive is it?
in depth. But also, what's lost is your scene that you came up with.
Thank you.
For just a give me a place in the house.
Some people said that. Some people were like, oh, he's just talking about something that he went through, which, by the way, would be fine if I was.
Yeah, fine.
But no.
But very detailed, and it just kept going and going and going.
No, man.
It's like telling a magician, like when he's like, pick a card, and you're like, okay, from this deck, and like, all right.
Yeah, but with a magician who can handle that.
Yeah, who could handle it?
It looks like the
You're trying
transcript
to stop
site
him.
is currently down. They just didn't want to do it.
Bring him home.
Who would you rather? What topic would you rather have to talk about for 10 podcasts in a row? Would you rather talk about what you think AI is and or is doing, or would you rather talk about PC culture?
Oh God, good would you rather? Oh, those are both so bad. I guess you could move AI and what it's doing, because you could find some positives in that to be like, oh, I've never thought about getting an Airbnb through one of those. You know, something like that. There's some better version of a PC culture. Wow. Does PC stand for anything else? Could it? It does, right? There must be other things that are PC besides political correctness.
I didn't even know that's what it stood for. I always thought it stood for penis cock. Could I say that? So you got a special coming out soon, huh?
No, I had one come out already.
Oh yeah,
America's Sweetheart.
Did I see it?
Follow-up.
Oh, I haven't even seen it. Did I? I had you on for it.
Yeah, you had me on. It's
Yeah.
good enough. Listen, there's too many specials. You can't watch them all.
I watch some every now and then. I don't watch it much. Gerard Carmichael watches everyone.
No,
Everyone. Yes, he does. Even just people that just random ones that people throw on YouTube.
You can't.
He watches them. He wants to see everything.
That's a lie. It's a lie he told you to seem like a different person than he is. There's so many.
I don't think he. Maybe not everyone then, but you know what I mean when I say that. Like
Every HBO, Hulu, Netflix, and the bigger YouTube ones.
not even the bigger ones.
The smaller ones. Dude, there's like 4 a day.
No, there's not.
There's like 2 a day.
No, there's not.
How many specials were released last year? Ask it that.
Sure.
I'm not going to gender it.
How many hour comedy specials were released in 2024 among all of the streaming and broadcast channels, period, not including YouTube? I want to see both. We'll add.
Okay.
In 2024, at least 253 hour-long stand-up specials were released across streaming, excluding YouTube. Here's a breakdown.
253.
Netflix, 49.
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, 7.
Yeah.
Hulu, 1. They do 1 per month. Or they
Right,
did
and
last
they
year.
show an old one.
HBO, it looked like there was only 3. Peacock, just a few. Showtime,
CISO.
Bill Bellamy. It's just a such as, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And then, anyway,
So 253. So that's 5 a week. That's also, okay. And then YouTube.
how many comedy specials that are an hour long, or at least approximately that, were on YouTube last year? What would be your guess?
On YouTube?
Yeah. An hour long. You're not having too many people that don't have an hour.
But do you call an hour long like 51 and above?
Yeah.
Yeah. Over 200. I would say 400.
Says that's, I looked already, so it's not fair. And this might have some, artifacts or mistakes, but I would have guessed way less.
Yeah, I know.
In 2024, YouTube saw the release of over 50 hour-long comedy specials.
That's wrong.
These specials exemplify diversity.
It's interesting. That's wrong.
I want to make sure that you're counting all comedy specials that were at least 50 minutes long. You know what? I'm going to say at least 45 minutes long.
That's good. It's a road hour.
And YouTube hosted over 100 comedy specials that were at least 45 minutes long. So that's still not even one a day.
I think it's more than that, but okay. But no, 100.
Or about one a day. About one a day.
About one a day.
No way he's watching all those.
No way he's watching all those. You realize now it's a lie.
I also, he didn't say,
It's an
he didn't
exaggeration.
say there isn't a special I haven't watched, but he says he tries to watch all of them.
Yeah.
To me, that's like,
Listen, I try to call my mom.
that's like saying I want to try every bagel place in New York. You're not going to, but you probably tried more than anybody else who doesn't have that as a mission.
Okay, he watches a lot. I'll give you that. But that's the give and take. So you're telling me all that? I go, no way. If he says I watch some specials, I'm like, no way. That guy watches way more than some. I'm the heel. I go the opposite.
I wonder. I understand what you're saying. I wonder how many comedians have seen more specials than him.
Ooh,
Let's ask.
How
How many comedians who have done an hour on the road selling tickets have seen more 45-minute or longer comedy specials than Gerard Carmichael? See, this is something that people could listen to on audio only, this part of it.
This is dead.
Determining the exact number of touring headliners who have watched 45 minutes.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
You'd have to get the most negative guys who only want to watch people fail. That would be a lot of them. Ah, it's so fucking wet.
Here, Vamp.
Hey guys, get magic mushroom drink that Ricky drinks to get focused.
There were approximately one comedy special that's at least 45 minutes a day that came out, including broadcast, streaming, and YouTube, period. How many comedy specials do you think you watched in 2024?
Anyway, there's a lot. Long sidetrack with not much behind it. Didn't really pay off much.
Yeah. Why is that a problem?
No, it's not. I guess you'll lose listenership, or they'll say this was boring. Hey guys, weigh in the comments if you thought that part was boring.
I learned something.
You did.
I learned how many comedy specials came out. I had no idea.
Tons. A lot. More than you thought. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone stands out anymore. Quality, I guess.
That's what Steve Martin says.
Does he?
He says be undeniably something.
Who says undeniably? What a dork. He's worse than Paul Rudd.
That's another
Everybody
guy.
loves Steve Martin.
That's what I was
Everybody
saying.
loves Steve Martin. Everybody loves Steve Martin.
What comedians out there are people that relatively everybody loves,
Right. Bob Newhart. Nobody knows him though.
Talk about to people that are
Well, it's like no,
or younger than 60.
oh right.
Because the people that are older than 60, they've become beloved. That's why they're still around.
People love Jay Leno now. They hated him. I didn't know they hated him.
And now they
of the
Conan stuff?
Because he's gone away. He was too in your face. And now it's like, oh, now that you're gone. Like,
I didn't
oh,
hear
my
about
God,
this. Did you hear about this?
That he's gone away? It's not a joke.
Oh, I thought you pushed like a cough button.
Yeah, who's beloved like that?
Doesn't even have to be beloved. I'm just talking about like you are not somebody that like everybody loves Ari. And we're also just talking about the people that know Ari. So of the people that know, like
I'm hated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than me.
Yeah.
I misunderstood. You're hated.
But
what?
You said before I was misunderstood.
But people don't know that.
I have more people hating me than hate you. Some people hate you.
But let's not say more people, because you also more people know you. I'm saying
finally he admits my place in the world.
I'm saying people used to say I look like you, not the other way around.
Yeah.
And they stopped saying that, thank goodness. But if we're just looking at the amount of people that like know you.
Yeah.
So like if 4x people know you and 1x know me, it's based on that sample. Correct.
Yeah. I have most people like us each.
What's that?
More people like us than don't like us. But I'm at a higher percentage of dislike.
Oh yeah, by far. Yeah. You're probably up there more than you're in the top 1% of people, I think, who are disliked so much.
Yeah.
And you know why? It's because of a couple of jokes that you made along the way.
And I like healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people like healing.
I love it.
You know, you could HEEL all you want, but every now and then, why don't you HEAL? Why don't you try that?
I do it once in a while.
I love it.
I brought you that fucking...
I appreciate that.
Twice. God damn. That sucks. I did the same exact thing for you.
You know, you see it as sucking. I see it as a fun callback.
Yeah, right.
And most puns aren't intended, by the way.
Most puns are not intended.
They say that once they realized it. Oh, pun intended.
I got one.
I didn't just do it. I'm saying that that's what they do.
Right.
Go ahead.
I got one yesterday. I was talking to David Tell. We were talking about the touring and stuff like that. And he goes, yeah, I don't know how it's going to be with these, like, with all this new governmental stuff. And he goes, it's like, and these tariffs, like, we were talking about how the art world is affected by tariffs and how, like, if you bought some art from Canada, now it's suddenly like, wait, I can't afford that. That's 10 grand more? No way for my building. It's like, it's not like industry. But like, he goes, yeah, it's not a terrific time for touring. I'm like, terrific? Is that, and he goes, I don't know what you're talking about.
And we are out of time. Thank you so much.
Potential spam. Should I get it?
Put it on speaker.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
For the police officer, support team with the back. Switching to recorded audio, okay?
No. All right. Yeah, all right.
Hi, thanks for holding for me. It's Robert from the Police Officer Support Committee PAC. We're reaching out to everyone in the area because more and more police officers get assaulted on the job every day.
Who? Name one.
PAC and not a charity. Our goal is to elect lawmakers who will support our police
Fight back.
officers.
I'd go
with
fight
more
back.
Training and life-saving equipment. With that in mind, we'd like to count on you for a non-tax
Press 0 if we could talk to somebody.
and send you out a return envelope, okay?
Yeah, that's fair. I will give $20,000 if I can speak to a real person. Nope.
Dude, it's
That's
like
why they get assaulted.
That's your brand. I think that if you're going to step up to bat and want to hit a home run, and then somebody throws you a lob ball right over the plate, and then you decide not to swing, your business model is flawed. What's best case scenario for them?
Can I say? You're gonna mail me? You're gonna ask if you can mail me something? What?
It's intention, man. People's intentions are fucked. Your intention is to be a heel.
Yeah.
So you're a heel.
It's just so much more fun.
Shane Gillis is pretty loved.
He is beloved. Not a heel, just a dick.
Who else?
Heel?
No, loved.
Oh, right. Nate.
I was just about to say Nate Bargatze.
Nate is only loved. Loved or not known.
Right.
That's it. There's really no other options. Yeah.
Those are the big two. I'll tell you who else is loved. Not as famous for being a stand-up, but is Sal. Who doesn't like Sal?
Sal's beloved, university beloved. Yeah. Sal Volcano.
Cano.
Are
you friends with him?
Yeah.
Are you closer with him than he is with Paul Rudd?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sal.
Gauntlet thrown.
Sal's
Your
beloved.
move, Paul. Step up the friendship, or be
I'm
where you're
so
at.
upset that Duncan.
Wait, so you just didn't make the podcast? He came and left?
It's a longer story,
Did
but
he have his shoes
they had
just
to
off
They had to
waiting there?
switch an hour for something, which I could have done fine.
Yeah, right.
And Duncan changed it in our group calendar.
Without telling you, and you already had like 2 p.m.
And
I gotta be there.
he changed the appointment here. Like I walked in, this was set up, Duncan was here, they were ready for me, I'm an hour late.
So
And he left
unprofessional.
like 50 minutes ago.
From their perspective, it's like 10 minutes is how long you gotta wait for a teacher to show up before you're allowed to leave. From their perspective, it's like, the guy's not here. Fuck him. He's being irresponsible. Do you know him?
I never met him.
PR. Bad PR.
I wanted to have him on. Duncan took care. Duncan was I wouldn't have had him on if it weren't for Duncan.
In the evil way. I took care of it. He did. He ruined it.
And then he's like, let me see if I could get somebody else. And he tried to get Ben Stiller because he called the publicist to try to get Ben Stiller. Like, hey, we got 55 minutes left to fill the space.
Can Ben Stiller jump down here? Get a delivery guy.
And then the publicist told him, the publicist said that Ben Stiller doesn't really do podcasts. And I'm like, he did Armchair Expert. And he goes and he calls the
Armchair
publicist,
Expert?
Dak Shepard's podcast.
Okay.
And he leaves and he calls the publicist and he said something like, well, he did Armchair Expert.
You're not just going to take the no?
Yeah.
I love it. He's like, they're letting you off easy. And you're like, oh, well, let me off
Imagine she
hard.
goes, all right, Ben, you
Ben,
know.
fine, get in there. You got a good point.
Yeah, so I ended up just, I haven't even looked through the footage yet, but I ended up talking to him. I think I'm just going to put it on Patreon or something.
Talk to me who?
I
The
was
assistant?
calling people trying to get somebody to come in last minute, and then I'm like, well, I have the space and I paid for it, so I used it. I recorded some commercials, and then I just talked to him for a little bit as a
Who?
my assistant.
The assistant.
But
Wow.
yeah, for Patreon, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a Patreon episode. Or you just brittle as Paul Rudd and then just be like, oh, I guess he never showed.
You're saying, yeah, maybe,
Just still titled it the Paul Rudd episode.
yeah. See if we do that and just
white,
get people
blue.
to watch it.
But there's no second level to that.
Red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue. But there's no second level. It would have to be, if you had Josh Blue instead, it could be red, white, and blue.
White being the assistant, or Ron White.
You could do Ron White. If Ron White was there, you could do
Red, white, and
blue. Because you're blue. If you
How am I
had-
blue?
What?
Why am I blue?
Because you missed out on Paul Rudd.
Sad.
Yeah, blue.
Rudd, white, and blue. Well, it still could be because he's white. I mean, it
Yeah.
adds a layer. It's not perfect.
Yeah. You want a second, even maybe a third, but definitely a second layer
Well, the blue.
because you're blue.
Right,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
second
yeah.
layer.
Right. Yeah, Rudd. Yeah.
All right, anything you want to plug?
Yeah.
All right, well, send it to me and I'll see if we could throw it up as text. Thanks for coming in.
Before we go, can I say something? Your time! December and January.
Nice. Not as nice as if you said, moments passed.
Yeah.
But August is 31, right?
July and August
Right.
is the
so,
original.
could I at least get some credit before you even finish the question that I knew that's what you were asking?
But on the third or fourth try,
Okay.
you can get some credit.
Whatever.
But yeah. Tell you what.
It's fine.
Actually, whatever. Moment's over.
Don't even worry about it.
But you can get some credit, but this can't be full credit.
Not asking. You know what? Don't even give me any.
No, I kind of want to give you a little credit.
I don't need it. I was just asking
It's
if
not
would
about
you?
what you need. It's about what's right.
All right, well, whatever you think is right.
Somebody's
Let me
gotta
hear it.
stand
Let me hear
up
it.
for something.
Let me hear it.
I'd like to give you, because you knew what I was going for, on the third or fourth, I'm trying to remember
Hey,
now.
second.
Nah, first you said February, March.
I said February, March.
And then you realized what I was asking, and you went May, June.
No, I wasn't remembering what it was. I remember the question. I wasn't remembering what months.
Yeah, then you
At
got
31.
it wrong. Then you got the question right and said it wrong. You answered incorrectly.
Can I get some credit for knowing what your question was going to be?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let me hear it.
You get, what are we talking about? Percentage? Or are we talking about for knowing? It's obviously some. It's obviously some.
All right, what do you want to plug, dude?
Listen, okay. I'd like to plug the Take Your Shoes Off podcast.
Thank you.
Now with shoes on in New York only. I'd like you, next time you're here, you should do my travel podcast.
I would love
be
that.
Tripping.
We be tripping or you be tripping?
You be tripping.
You know what? I should have my assistant do it.
Has he been anywhere? If he's been
I'm just saying
anywhere,
he's been tripping.
I get it. Yeah.
Not like you to not get something.
What?
Never mind. Thank you so much for checking out the Take Your Shoes Off podcast. My name's Rick Glassman. Tonight our special guest is and was Ari Shaffir.
For merch.
For merch.
No, for merch. I got one. Moment has not passed. Spilled water. We'll send you water to spill on yourself.
What?
For merch. I don't know how to do it. I'm just an idea guy.
Speaking of not passed, throw up the sweatshirt. We got a not passed at the Comedy Store hoodie.
Still not? They got a new talent coordinator.
I know.
And how many talent coordinators have you not been passed by now?
Tommy, Adam, Emily, and now we're on Rose. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows Rose?
If I had a chance of the three,
If
Tommy,
this
I think
podcast was just us just interrupting each other, all shot from a side angle, the title would be Who Knows?
Whose knows?
Whose knows? Yeah.
Who knows?
Anyway, but four not passed. That's a good t-shirt, sweatshirt.
I was thinking that if I ever do get passed, I would continue selling the merch, but it wouldn't just say pass at the Comedy Store. It would have the not still there, but we just cross off
out
the not.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Have you? Yeah. Good luck.
No, I'm not even.
The layers of jeans. I was just talking about this when you're going backpacking. To go like, don't take jeans because they take forever to dry. Literally this morning.
That sucks, man. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to let you go.
Yeah. It's all rainy.
It's still really wet, huh?
It's still really wet. It's just spread out into this.
Could we get you another pair of pants, or do you really like that outfit?
I'm fine with new pants. I would totally take new pants and throw these away.
I'll go with you to get some pants. I'll get you some pants. Will you return them?
Return what?
The pants at the end of the
These?
night? No. I'll get you pants, my treat, to wear. But then at the end of the night, will you return them, or tomorrow?
Yeah, if it's a chain store or something. I'm not really up here much, but yeah.
Chain store, like one of those pants where you have a wallet thing.
Urban Outfitters. If there's an Urban Outfitters around here, there's one in my neighborhood too.
Let's check it out.
Check it out.
Theme music.